Ready to get us started, the Aussie punter and kickoff man, Michael Dixon. And off we go from Lambeau. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Rodgers gives this to Jamal Williams. And some space here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? We just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. They'll run it with Williams. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And that's complete to Adams. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Steps away to his left. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson, and this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On 3rd down. Carson, he's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1?
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And that's complete to Lewis. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Hey, nothing to see here, just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
319! Watch one!
Now a first down carry by Jones. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime preview. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-libs.
If you print, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Now Jones. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here's Jones. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He holds it in. Valdez-Scantling for the Packers touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass as they are now on the board here in the first half. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
We play to win. Let's go.
The Seahawks take over first and 10.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
CD, we're already firmly in the month of November, so I want to go ahead and take a look at the AFC playoff picture. Right now, division leaders, New England, Baltimore, Houston, and KC. If it ended today, the wild cards would go to Buffalo and Indianapolis. And you think those are going to be the 6? Probably some shuffling along the way.
There will be some shuffling along the way, maybe more in seeding than in actual teams, because when you're looking at who's in the wild card hunt right now, Pittsburgh, Oakland, both 4-4. Tennessee and Jacksonville at 4-5. The way teams are playing, they may just knock off each other. I think all the teams we listed have a heck of a chance of making it to the playoffs.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football, because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From midfield now, here's Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Now Rodgers. Bradley McDougald that time able to knock it away. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers to throw again. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Geronimo Allison, the intended target. And now it's 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. A final shot before half for Rodgers. Buying time to his left. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Mason Crosby set to kick off.
The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the lead, now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Here's Wilson to throw. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. They run it with Carson. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Vanderbilt's own Oren Burks had the tackle defensively.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and it's 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 1st down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. He can run for it, and he will. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Carson. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They run again with Carson. And a short gain down to about the 33. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Wilson. He may try and run for this. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
So on now comes the kicker. It's Jason Myers. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That's Ziggy Ansah, the number 5 pick in 2013, credited with a sack.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Throwing now is Rodgers. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Heck of a 4th and short conversion. They end up getting north of 20 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. On 1st down, it's Jones, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Back to throw. It's caught here by Adams. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. 25 yards. And the Packers have taken the lead. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here? Or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And this is incomplete.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that?
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be really aggressive, you do throw the Hail Mary and see if you can get something downfield.
What would you do?
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely I take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
Let's see if they are in line with Charles Davis. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
First throw in overtime now for Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Well, that'll get them to first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. On first down. It's Carson, and he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Carson, and he'll take this one up close to about the 45. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Flush to his right. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. His first catch, and it's a big one in overtime. It's a first down. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now it's Carson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. This is Carson. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. And he is in